Hey everybody, Jason back one more time with another tech review on one of the, I wouldn't say best, but one of the most successful video game systems of the decade. Um, the very heavy PlayStation 3 Slim, which is kind of ironic as it is considered a slim console, yet it is about 10 pounds. You've got your slot loading drive on the front, you've got your power button or whatever, and your disc eject button on the front. Two USB ports. There looks like there's some kind of expansion port on the front here. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the front. Side, there's nothing there. And then on the back, you have your Ethernet connection, HDMI out, optical audio out, your AV multi out, your power in, and then that's it for the back really, besides your cooling fan. Side is bare, and on the bottom, nothing but a factory refurbished sticker. So this is what the system looks like. I mean, it's a lot slimmer and there's a lot cut out of it that the old PS3 model used to have. And this is the DualShock 3 analog wireless controller that comes with the PS3. To be honest, I love this controller and the fact that it has a built-in rechargeable battery, unlike Xbox where you have to purchase them separately, and you waste a lot of batteries if you don't have an external one. So I love the controller. I mean, it is pretty much this. If you're used to a PlayStation in general with any dual analog stick, this is the same exact shit. There's nothing different really about it besides the fact that it's wireless, and it has like a better feel to it. It feels better when you're playing games. It responds faster and stuff like that. So I mean, it is a nice controller, don't get me wrong. But it's the same thing really. There's nothing changed about the design on it, minus the fact that it's wireless for the first time. But yeah, so pretty much the PS3, if you didn't know, was the replacement to the PS2 and all that. It has a pretty wide selection of games. I mean, there's a very small selection for me, as I don't really like first-person shooters and all that. I'm trying to branch out though. I just recently picked up Modern Warfare for PS3 to try it out, and I actually enjoyed it. But I like to keep the gaming on the PS3 simple. Stuff like Little Big Planet, Katamari Forever, what is it, racing and stuff like that. Just simple games. I don't really play much on it. I don't use the PlayStation Store. I don't see the point in it, considering that they get hacked so much. It's like pretty much it used to be on a weekly basis a little while ago, and I don't want anything getting stolen or anything like that. But overall, it's a very solid system. I like the graphics. I like the fact that it has a built-in Blu-ray player, plays CDs, DVDs. You can put your music on it and everything like that. Mine's the 120 gig hard drive model, but I mean, I don't think I could fill 120 gigs, to be honest, on a PS3. On a computer, it's really simple to do for me, but for a game system, it's a lot harder since I don't have that many games or anything. I don't download content or anything like that. I just keep my gaming simple. I just buy the used games where everything's already been redeemed and all that. But yeah, PS3 is it's not the cheapest game system, considering that the Wii is only 150 and the Xbox starts out at 2. So I mean, it's not the cheapest system. It's $250 starting out for 160 gig, and it works on up with the Move bundle and all that. But it's a very good game system. I don't know why I bought it, to be honest. I sold my Xbox 360, the Elite model. I sold it like a dumb shit, with the Kinect, 22 games, 2 controllers, all that, and original packaging for like $250, and whatever else I got when I sold my HP Mini. I went out and bought the PS3. I don't even use the Blu-ray player feature. It sits I don't use it for that. Ugh. I don't use it for that. I've only watched one Blu-ray movie on it, and that was Toy Story in Blu-ray. So I don't really use the Blu-ray player, but I have one. That's why I haven't really gotten rid of it. But yeah, it's a good gaming system, don't get me wrong. It's just not my thing. I prefer the Xbox over the PS3. The main reason why I bought the PS3, to be honest, was the fact that you can play online games with other people and you don't have to pay a monthly to yearly subscription renewal cost or whatever. It's completely free to play online with people, and I thought that was really cool. So that's pretty much the main reason why I bought it, as I wanted the cheaper alternative, I guess, to the Xbox 360. But yeah, it's a really fun game system. I love the graphics. I love the wireless controller. It responds amazingly to touch and everything. A room for improvement. I don't like the fact that it's not backwards compatible. I don't like how companies in general are cutting the backwards compatibility out of their game systems completely. They've all done it. I mean, first it was the Xbox. They cut Xbox games from the 360's compatibility, so there's only like I think 100 games that can be played, original Xbox games on the 360. The PS3, they stopped after the fat model ended, and they came out with the slim. The Wii, they stopped and just flat out cut it. But yeah, I mean, all game systems are phasing out things slowly. The only one that really keeps backwards compatibility and will is the DS. Any DS system that you get is backwards compatible. I mean, the original, you can play DS and Game Boy, the Lite, DS, and Game Boy, the DSi XL and all that. The DSi and the DSi XL, it's DS and downloadable content. In the 3DS, it's 3DS and DS and downloadable content. But they have the virtual eShop thing where you can download NES games and Game Boy Color games and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. So, like handhelds, they're not really cutting backwards compatibility, but everything else is really. The PlayStation Vita is the first one that's going to be cutting backwards compatibility. Well, actually, the Go cut backwards compatibility when they got rid of the disc slot, but in the Vita they're bringing that back, and they're bringing back actual hard copies of games, so you don't have to download your games, which is kind of cool, because the Go obviously didn't sell very well, so the Vita is the successor, and hopefully will blow the Go out of the water, considering the fact that it has a touchscreen and all that. But anyways, back to the PS3. Yeah, I definitely recommend the system if you're like a hardcore gamer or anything like that. You just want to get into basic gaming. It's an amazing system. I recently bought Bloodstone 007 for the PS3. I had it on the Xbox 360, and I beat the game in like 2 days with intense gameplay, fast graphics. I think it was a first-person shooter, but this game, it's amazing. It's beyond words. Killer graphics, good storyline. It was like so good. I thought it was like a James Bond movie, to be honest, like that they never made, you know. So I mean, I bought that game for $10 at Target because that's like my favorite game that I've played on the Xbox, besides Quake 4 and all that. But yeah, I'm kind of an old school gamer, if you can't tell. I pick up old titles. I don't pick up anything new, like Modern Warfare 3, Just Dance 2 or 3 and all that, you know, stuff like that. It's not really my thing. I'm more of a retro kind of old school gamer. Like, I play the old school all the time. I love my old school games, but I play old games on newer systems. I'm too cheap to go out and spend $60 on a game. I don't have the patience to wait in line to get games at like midnight and all that crap. I just don't see the point in it. So, but yeah, the PS3 overall, if I had to give it a rating, I'd give it like a 8 out of 10 because some of the games that are available on Xbox are not available on the PS3. So that's kind of a downside because there's a couple games that I really like on the Xbox that are only on Xbox. So for that matter, and um, and the fact that it's really heavy, I don't like that either. Um, so yeah, those are my two. The reason why I'd only give it an 8 out of a 10 is considering the fact that it's fucking heavy, dude. Like, it's even heavier than an Xbox, and Xboxes are pretty heavy. So I mean, this thing's bulky, it's ugly, it's very long, like a very long game system. If you compare this to the Wii or something, the Wii's like half this size and like half the weight. So I mean, it's not the lightest game system in the world, and it's definitely not meant to take with you somewhere. It's to be at home where you can use it all the time. But I mean, it's a good system. It's solid. It plays good games. It's pretty much everything you could need for a video game system, and I definitely recommend it, considering the fact that you have the PlayStation Store and you can get all kinds of downloadable content, old PS1 games. You can buy PSP games and copy them to your PSP. And now they offer support on the PS3 for the new PlayStation Vita, so you can transfer all your data to your PS3 and all that. So it's a really, really good game system. It's just not for me, I guess you could say. There's not really many games that call my name on the PS3, so I don't really. It's pretty much, I'm just keeping it for a couple games. It's not like I'm buying games, wasting my money for the PS3. No, it's quite the opposite, really. So, anyways, I guess I'd do my little review on the PS3, and I know I kind of got a little off topic, but you can expect that from me sometimes. But if you guys have any questions, you want to know any of the technical specs on the PS3, whatever, if it's a good buy, you want to know anything else, just shoot me a comment below, and I'll let you know. I can respond, I can do a video response, it's whatever, you know. So I mean, but yeah. So anyways, that's my review of the PS3 by Sony. Good game system, I definitely recommend it. For the base model one, it is $250 brand new. I paid a little bit less for mine because it was refurbished, but yeah, so I mean, I definitely recommend this game system if you're a gamer, for sure. If you're a gamer, I'm sure you already have one, but for those of you who don't, I definitely say go pick one up, because you would definitely be happy that you did. And it's pretty much like a game system and a Blu-ray player, but you don't have to pay for the Blu-ray player, so that's the plus side to it. So I mean, yeah. Well, anyways, this is Jason. I'll be back with another review in a couple days or something, but yeah. So, alright, catch you guys later. Peace out.